Let's go.
Ready?
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay, welcome to the Dude Podcast, episode 64. This is our March Madness episode. We're talking
Final four, and we're gonna get into our favorite to win it all.
and yeah, so let's get into it.
Yep.
San Diego State going up against Creighton.
On Sunday, I think
Yep.
the game was
Creighton's up, I think,
8 or 9 at halftime. Anyways, it was pretty much a wide gap, but
Yeah.
like we talked about in the last pod, San Diego State plays bully ball, and they
Yep.
will wear you out.
Absolutely.
And San Diego State's defense is awesome. And something that I read recently is that nobody shot better than like 23% from three against San Diego State.
Yeah, Creighton was bad from three during that game. I think they hit 3 total threes. And that's kind of how they live and die.
Everyone's been bad against San Diego State against shooting the three. So
yeah, so San Diego State kind of
how'd that
Creighton gets that steal at the end to kind of tie up the game.
Yeah.
Game goes back and forth, and then San Diego State gets that late last second foul called. How do you feel about that call, man?
I hate that games get decided by that. But letter of the law, that was a foul. But like, you can't call that in that situation, right?
Was it though? Like, what was the foul?
Well, what I'm saying is like it was his right hand was on his hip. And they do say like that is a foul, but like that's such a soft foul. That's ticky tacky, man. That sucks.
Everyone wanted overtime.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody did. Especially people that had the over. Like, did you see that the under has hit 12 times in a row in San Diego State games?
Wow.
So bet the over actually in this next game, probably. Bet the over. Yeah, bet the over. But yeah, I just think I think it sucks. I hate that it ends like that. That has to suck to be Creighton. You know what I mean? Like that's gotta suck knowing like that's how it ends.
Yeah, San Diego State will actually be playing FAU.
Yep.
And FAU played Kansas State. All
Yeah.
right. Kansas State had a
awesome game.
Who was it?
Michigan State.
Michigan State. Yeah, that game was awesome.
That one went to overtime. That's the only game that's been to overtime this entire tournament.
Wow, only one overtime game.
Only one overtime game, yeah.
Wow, I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the guy hit
4 free throws.
The FAU guy hit 4 free throws at the end to kind of seal the deal.
Yeah.
Those are big free throws. Like
big time. Big time free throws.
I think everyone and their mom was betting on Kansas State, and
FAU just
slides in and ruins the party. You know,
it was 91% of the money was on Kansas State for money line, and it was like 92 was on Kansas State -1.5.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
San Diego State. If you will get into that matchup, who we like, and then you had
Miami played Texas. This game was crazy.
Yeah.
Miami's down like the whole game.
The entire game.
And they're down by like 10. It's not even like that close.
Yeah.
I mean, with like 7 or 6 minutes left, Miami just turns it on, gets a couple stops, ties the game up, and Texas just went ice cold. Ice cold.
Yeah, and I do think Marcus Carr being hurt during the end of that game, I feel like he kind of cost them a little bit. Because he was hurt. Did you see that he got hurt and then they didn't really pull him? They didn't pull him out because I mean he's like one of their best players. Yeah, they didn't pull him, and like I just felt like that was kind of like he was hurt. Like he was hurt visibly. Like and I was kind of salty about it because I actually in like my bracket challenge at work, there was only 2 of us left that had our champs still alive. And it was me with Texas and then another guy with UConn. And so I was hoping Texas would win the game, but freaking Miami, Nigel Pack and freaking Isaiah Wong and Miller, freaking dude, those guys are ballers.
Yeah.
So, and did you know that that was 17 years to the day when their Miami's coach brought George Mason to the Final Four?
Wow,
Did you know that?
that's crazy.
That's insane, huh? Like I was like, what? I didn't know he was the coach of them, but yeah, he was George Mason's coach when they went to the Final Four as an 11 seed. So he brought Miami to their first Final Four as a 5 seed. So cool.
And then we had UConn play Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I actually got to go to this game. I am a Gonzaga hater. Sorry.
Yeah. Aren't we all?
Watching Drew Timme end his career the way he did was an absolute privilege.
12 points.
Gonzaga plays a bunch of high school teams all year.
Yeah.
And they get to the tournament and they actually play big boys, and I think they realize what their true colors are. Anyway.
Yeah.
UConn looks amazing.
Oh yeah. They look so good.
They got a good big guy, and then off their bench comes another big guy.
Yeah.
They got big time shooters. They have good defense. They can play slow. They don't have to play fast. They got shooters, and they've just blown people out. Like they have just destroyed teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I think they beat Arkansas in the Sweet 16 by like 25, and then they beat Gonzaga by like 25. So, dude, they look so good. They look so good.
There was a UConn fan I was sitting next to. He took the alternate spread at -30.5.
Oh.
And he was having himself a day. He said it was like 12 or 13 to 1 odds or something crazy.
Did they end up winning by that much?
No, I think they won by like 30 something.
Let's look. Oh yeah. Yeah, they won by no, I think they only let's look. They won by 28. They won by 28. And it was probably some like stupid like shot at the end that like put Gonzaga like yeah, dude, it was 40 seconds left. Freaking dude off the bench scores a shot. That sucks.
Anyway, so I had Drew Timme's underarm points, and then I had UConn. Both of those hit. I also had the day before I had a 2-team parlay. I had FAU money line, and what was the other freaking game? I had FAU money line and UConn with the spread.
Gotcha.
And so I had a great Saturday, and then Sunday I just plummeted, started firing off. I know, it's just This March Madness has been like this. Like I get hot. Like I'm talking hot.
Yeah.
And then the next couple of days, it's like, should I ever bet in my life again?
Ever again?
I mean, start questioning my whole existence. Like,
yeah.
Should I keep doing this? Like, I'm so bad, you know?
Yeah, that was like me. I had Drew Timme's over on his points. That sucked. I was like, dude, 20.5. Like he put up 36 the night before or 2 nights before, and then psych, I'm a freaking idiot. But yeah, I think we were really, really, really hot during conference tournaments. And then once March Madness came around, we're going through ups and downs pretty frequently.
Okay, so here are the national championship odds from the Boyd Sportsbook app. Boyd, if you're hearing this, sponsor us. We got you.
Shout out, Boyd.
Connecticut is favorite at -130, which, I mean, I think they look by far the best. But geez, -130? Like, ew.
I know.
San Diego State at +350. Miami at +480. And FAU at +550.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like the value is in a future national championship bet?
Miami.
Which makes me not want to take it.
I know, dude.
I feel like it's just
I
bait.
know.
It's like,
I know, because they're playing UConn. That's kind of what scares me. But dude, if they beat UConn, like they could 100% beat those other two teams. The craziest thing in my head is that we're either gonna have FAU or San Diego State in the national championship game. We're gonna have one of those two teams.
Again, like George Mason made the Final Four. VCU made the Final
Four. We had Loyola Chicago made the Final Four.
Right. But they never win the championship, right?
I know.
And so I feel like I feel like the value is actually on San Diego State at +350.
Okay.
I feel like having San Diego State better odds than Miami is a little fishy to me. You know what I mean?
Do you think it has to do with them playing UConn though? It has to do with Miami playing UConn, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but like,
it's tough, man. It's tough not to take UConn.
The other thing is San Diego State matches up great against UConn.
I know. Yeah.
San Diego State has 4 power forwards that they just rotate the entire game that just rebound and bully you. Yeah. San Diego State cannot hit a shot worth their life. Like, dude, their shooting is awful. Creighton shot better than them when they played them, and they still won. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like,
Dude, do you remember like 3 weeks ago, we were saying we thought San Diego State might lose in the first round?
Oh, dude, I thought they were going to lose. It's a Mountain West team. Mountain West has not done anything in the tournament.
Dude, you know? And then we were like, oh, for sure losing the second round. They have proven everybody wrong.
Yeah.
Especially us.
I actually got to see them live. They played in the Mountain West Championship game. I went to that game against Utah State. And they're tough. Like they're tough. So.
And they cashed that parlay for you on that game too.
Yeah.
That 6-teamer, dude.
Yeah. You're rocking with Miami. I'm gonna stick with San Diego State. I feel like -130 is still just too expensive. Like I feel like at some point they come back to reality. You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know if they will. Honestly, like.
But I feel like that's just how it goes. Like, I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. This whole March Madness has been absolute chaos. So you just never know.
Yeah.
Never know.
They've been talking about how the transfer portal has been one of the main reasons that March Madness is like this.
Yep.
And what I've read is that they feel like this is how we'll be moving forward. The transfer portal will change teams' acceleration so fast that it will be a complete coin flip come tournament time.
Yeah, and it's also the NIL too. So NIL deals, these bigger schools, like they can pay, you know what I mean? So like Miami, like Larinaga, he was their coach was talking about how like their school it's just completely shifted. Like they can pay these people more money. Like look at Nigel Pack. He transferred from Kansas State to Miami, balling out now. But like look at FAU. Like FAU probably had people transfer out. Yeah. So like you never know. Like, but I do agree. I do agree with this transfer portal. You got Caleb Love from UNC. He's just entered the transfer portal. So wherever he goes might be a big thing. So you just never know. You never know next year. You never know. Like these NILs and these transfers, like this is big for the sport of basketball. So
okay, let's get into the actual games and the spreads. Yeah. We start off with FAU San Diego State.
Yep.
Looks like San Diego State is a 1.5 point favorite over FAU.
Mm-hmm.
Over under is over under is 131.5. Which way you
that's
leaning?
tough.
Are you leaning towards the spread or are you leaning towards points on this game?
I think I might go FAU plus 1.5.
Dude, I was leaning towards San Diego State -1.5.
I know. And I think the reason why is just because like I said, this entire March Madness has been chaos. Why not throw FAU, Florida Atlantic to the national championship game? You know what I mean?
Okay. So on the Boyd Sportsbook app, under the game props, Florida Atlantic to win by 1 to 10 points is +210.
Take it.
Right?
San Diego State to win by
1 to 10 points is plus 180. I love that bet.
You like
I
that one?
love San Diego State. These are both two tough teams that want to wear you down. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride with San Diego State
Okay.
over FAU. I think FAU's had an amazing run. I think they're an amazing team. But San Diego State is legit. And I'm gonna go. I love that bet. That bet's awesome.
It's really hard for me to bet against FAU. They've lost 3 games all season. They're 34-3.
Yeah.
Like they're a 9 seed at 34-3. So, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. It's tough. It's tough. These games, like you just never know, especially with these teams. Like you never know. So, but
okay. Okay, we are divided once again. I feel like we're always divided.
Yeah. And we end up riding on the same thing usually. We take an L.
131 is the total. 131.5.
Oof.
You gotta lean towards the under.
That's so low though.
It's so low that it makes you want to take the under.
You know I know. It's gonna be like 58-52 or something like that, you know.
Let's get into Miami
UConn game. So
okay.
Over the total for Miami UConn is 149. Almost 20 points different.
That's so crazy.
UConn coming in as a major favorite at -5.5.
Who do you like in this game?
UConn. It's just tough. It is so tough to bet against UConn right now. The way they've been playing, they are. And what's crazy is like the last like 4 or like probably 3 games, I would say, they've like absolutely destroyed teams. Like they are not. It's not even close. Not even close.
Yeah.
They're playing Arkansas. They probably would have done the same against Kansas. I think if Kansas would have beaten Arkansas, the UConn probably would have done the same thing. But I just think like, dude, I think UConn's probably the pick. Like I do see value in Miami, like maybe plus 5.5, but I could also see UConn winning by like 25 again.
Right. If you think this is gonna be a close game, you go Miami. If you think this is another blowout from UConn, obviously you go UConn. But I just feel like you just don't beat teams by that much every single game, especially in the tournament. You know.
I agree.
And I'm going Miami. I like Miami. I think everyone's gonna be betting UConn. And so I'm gonna go Miami. And I mean Miller on Miami, man. Miller, he's sick, dude.
I know.
He's sick. He can take over a game.
Yeah, he can. Him, dude, and Pack, like Nigel Pack, like who was it that they played before they played Texas?
Houston.
Oh, Houston. I think Nigel Pack had like 7 threes. Like, I mean, he balls out. So Miami is a sneaky good pick. It's just so tough to bet against UConn right now.
Okay. All right. Hear me out. Okay.
Okay.
These are the last 4 games of UConn.
Okay.
They played Iona.
All right. Yeah.
Who actually kind of kept that game close till the last 10 minutes of the game.
Wasn't Iona up at like halftime?
Yeah, they were up by like 1, I think.
Yeah.
Then they played St. Mary's, who I think was.
I mean, they had a good win against VCU, but not a very good team.
Okay? No.
Then they played an Arkansas team who, again, good, but nothing really special. But I mean, that win against Gonzaga was. That's a good team. Gonzaga is a good team, and they spanked them.
Yeah.
But I just don't see this game being a blowout. Like, you don't blow out 5 teams in a row. There's no way.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, Jordan Miller, like all of these teams that they played
haven't had that March Madness
point guard take over the game type of player in any of these
Yeah.
games, right?
Yeah.
Gonzaga is Drew Timme.
Arkansas doesn't really have a. I mean, they scored 65 points. St.
Yeah.
Mary's, no.
Nobody.
Iona had a sick point guard,
Yeah, he's good.
but he didn't seem like a guy who could just score on will.
Yeah.
Jordan Miller can score. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
And so I'm rolling with Miami. I think Miami covers, but Utah wins a close one.
Okay. Like a 2-3 point game.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going San Diego State on the spread, and I'm going Miami to cover.
Okay.
So,
Gosh, man, that's so tough. So tough.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, I might go freaking
put a banger on San Diego State to win it all.
Oh yeah, dude. Plus 350.
Yeah.
A nice little chunk on that.
Yeah.
Dude, like if Miami could beat UConn, I think San Diego State has I think they could win it 100%. This is tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I mean, this is a great Final Four. There's not really. I feel like a lot of these teams we've never seen before or haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
3 out of the 4 have never been to the Final Four. So
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I do feel like UConn's the favorite by a huge margin. I mean, minus 130. The next person's plus 350.
Yeah, it's insane. Also, the last three out of the last 4 national championships UConn has won have been in the state of Texas. So one was actually in Houston. So one was in Houston, one was in Dallas, one was in San Antonio. So that's something else. I know that's like dumb, but just it's always these little things, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we both agree that UConn is probably gonna win it all.
Yeah.
But
UConn, San Diego State, that would be whatever you do, bet the under. Whatever you do, bet the under. So,
dude, what do you even think the line would be? Like 140, 138?
Yeah. Probably like high 130s.
That's so crazy.
And I bet it would just drop, you know.
Yeah. I love those, I love when you bet the under and then like 5 minutes into the game, it's already like the live under's like already 10 points under that. You're like, all right, sick. This is gonna cash. Yeah. Love that.
Yeah. We'll be watching the games this weekend. If you are too, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok. We'll be providing some content there. Follow us on YouTube if you're listening to this pod. We do YouTube episodes, so follow us there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yep.
And if you're rolling with that Boyd Sportsbook, let us know. You know,
heck yeah, dude.
Bets you like on there. Send us bets you guys like.
Let us know. We will ride with you. Like we will ride with you.
Shout out Boyd, 100%.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Yeah, and the listeners, if you're listening and you got bets, you're riding, let us know. We want to ride with you. We want to be part of it.
Heck yeah.
We appreciate you guys. That's our March Madness special edition. We will see you next week. We'll probably be talking to national champion next week. What do you think?
Yeah, national championships on Monday. So
party at my house. Come.
Heck yeah.
Come.
Let's do it.
Okay. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Later.